If I call you a moron for your questions on Twitter, does that mean I just turned heel? No, that's not what that means. All it means is I was just given a reality check, and I don't care how I have to say it to give you a reality check as long as the reality is given. It's the same principle with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar did not turn babyface. No. Brock Lesnar is a badass. He does not care who he beats up. He came out at the end of Raw. He was hunting down Seth Rollins. That was made clear at the beginning of Raw. And he came down and he was going after Seth Rollins. He's taking out Big Show. He's taking out the Authority. That's that. Because, hey, he's fighting both a babyface and a heel at Royal Rumble. It's a triple threat match. There was no babyface turn there by Brock Lesnar. Yeah, the crowd reacted. They were into it. It was a very energetic crowd for a very energetic Raw. And I'm not surprised they cheered Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar being a badass is there's some interest in that. You know, that everybody kind of, gets into that kind of character. They get into the Paul Heyman shtick. But even more so, Seth Rollins is that cowardly heel, so it makes sense. If they had to react to one heel or the other, they're going to react to Brock Lesnar. But that's all it is. There's no babyface turn. Were some lines blurred for a few minutes? Yeah, but there's no babyface turn. If you want a babyface turn, then I simply tell you to put yourself in the hypothetical shoes of being in business with WWE. Think about, imagine if you were a creative writer, or imagine if you were a WWE executive, and the state of how well WWE business did affected you directly for job security, money, etc. Do you really think, Mr. Hypothetical WWE writer, do you really think that Brock Lesnar turning babyface is a good idea? Because if you do, you're fired, okay? The only way to get the money back out of Brock Lesnar's been champion since August. Some people like it, some people don't, because he's a part-timer, and he only shows up here, and he only fought John Cena. Bottom line reality is the only way to get the money back out of Brock Lesnar, the only reason to make this entire title run worth what it should be worth, is for him to go to WrestleMania as the badass, ass-kicking heel that he is, and put somebody over at WrestleMania. That's it. Him turning babyface, that does nothing for anybody. That's no good. No good. Him dropping the title at Royal Rumble, no good. For what reason? You know what I mean? I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen. I'm not saying it. I mean, everything's possible at Rumble, but it shouldn't happen. Brock Lesnar should be going to Mania as a heel, defending the title, and dropping it to somebody and building up equity, if you will, in his title run, and then making it worth something to whoever it is that beats him. Brock Lesnar did not turn babyface. 412-320-7925. Got more show coming up. Your calls, plus Eric Bischoff live at 2:30.